Hey y'all, what do you think about the common phrase, do what makes you happy? Um, Honestly, it kind of puzzles me that it's common to say that, because I'd say we already just do what makes us happy. It's our nature to feed our desires, and to do what makes us feel good, and that's something that we got to control rather than chase. And so I can explain, although I don't think it needs that much of an explanation. It don't take a genius to realize that that's a ridiculous idea. Proverbs 14 and 12 says, there's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. Okay, so maybe we shouldn't do what seems right in our head naturally. Then over in Galatians 6 and verse 8 says, for he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting. That's the opposite of death. We just told that if we feed the flesh, that it's going to kill us, and that if we feed the Spirit, which is the Word of God, spiritual food, then it leads to life everlasting. Just for example, on the far end of the spectrum, if you ask a drug addict what happens if you just do what makes you happy, they'll tell you it ruins your life. There's a lot of them that can't tell you that it leads to death, because they're dead and gone. There was one more thing I wanted to read, and I'll let you go. In Psalm 16 and 11, thou wilt show me the path of life, and thy presence is fullness of joy. At thy right hand there's pleasures forevermore. That's what I'm talking about. I want to do what brings me joy, and what brings me peace. Hebrews says there's pleasure in sin for a season, and we know that to be true. But this right here says there's pleasures forevermore. So that's what I'm talking about, y'all. I want to do what the Word of God says. I want to do what God instructed us to do, and that is live holy and to yield ourselves to Him and seek all that is good, and in all our ways acknowledge Him. And so that was my thought. All right, y'all have a good day.